Hello everyone and welcome yourselves back to the YouTube channel and back for a review of Maul episode 7 and 8. We have one final week left of Maul Shadow Lord. And I've got to say it's just been absolutely fantastic. Banger after banger after banger. And it got better this week. So subscribe like as always, spoilers ahead, and comment down below your thoughts on Maul Shadow Lord. Enjoy. So round out from last week, we got an introduction to one of the Inquisitors. I don't know if the Inquisitor was kneeling to the guy we saw in this episode, but I think he's also another Inquisitor. Um, that my Star Wars lore is not very um long, not big. It's very broad. Yeah, but the fight scene we had in this, Darth Maul against both, I'm just going to call them Inquisitors for easy, simple, was fantastic. To see three dual wielding lightsabers, red versus red, the spinner on Inquisitors lightsabers is just fantastic. Each and every character that features in this show is brilliant. Um, in every episode, Sam Witwer is just phenomenal at delivering Maul and us feeling sorry and sympathizing for him. We saw his leg sort of was going through a bit of an issue, and they went through this tunnel, and he started having flashbacks. We saw Sidious, and we saw his brother being murdered, and there's an Obi-Wan Kenobi reference. It's brilliant. And it's also good because we get to see, I still don't know the names, but the female Jedi, how she teamed up with Maul, but then she still knows right from wrong. But she can still sense that Maul is not the Empire, but he's also not a Jedi. She can see this like in between, and that's why she doesn't feel too guilty for wanting to help Maul. But there's so much anger in Maul. Maul just wants to kill Darth Sidious and Vader and the Jedi, but he also doesn't want to kill the Jedi. It's so brilliant how they're doing this. I questioned why they would need more content because brilliant in Phantom Menace. You had him in the Clone Wars. You had him in Rebels. Yeah, Rebels. That's where his last appearance was. We know where his journey goes, but how this season ends is going to be intriguing. But yeah, some of the scenes, some of the shoot offs and the chase scenes and the fight scenes and the tunnel scenes, that it's brilliant. It's some of the best Star Wars I think I've ever seen, and I stand by it. Maul is easily one of the greatest Star Wars, maybe one of the greatest fictional characters of all time. Just we've seen every sort of version of him, full on evil guy wanting to kill Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon back in the day, to sympathizing for him now, and then we know how his journey ends. But yeah, I just thought from the way these two episodes, the way they do the two episodes is brilliant. It's like a part one and part two sort of thing. Part one of these, episode 7, the young lad got kidnapped, and then by the end of episode 2, all the characters are back together, and it's so intriguing to see where we are going, whether Vader and Maul will have a fight. That's it's one fight because Maul will absolutely get wrecked. But even just for the fans to see that, just like a short fight, just Maul versus Vader, it's something you never would really think could ever happen. But some of the stuff we're seeing in this, with Maul, the Empire, Jedi, the Inquisitors, it's pure brilliance. It's not even just giving into what the fans want. It's truly just fun. Even when it's just a conflict of, between certain characters and there's no action, that's brilliant. But then you put the lightsaber, it's not even normal lightsaber fights. It's the way they do it, the visuals and the way they put this together. It's beautifully crafted, and it's all down to I forgot his name, but the main guy who's basically fixing Star Wars. He is a true hero, and he's brought Maul's character so much more depth and layers, and I'm so excited to see how this ends. So, what are your thoughts, guys? Let me know down below on thoughts on episode 7 and 8 of Maul Shadow Lord. Subscribe as always, and we'll be back next week for the final two episodes. Goodbye.